It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it's showtime. What's happening, everybody? You know what time is it? You can see the sign in the back, right? The Geno Jones Showtime. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out in Los Angeles. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show on the Geno Jones channel. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch every back episode. I just need to do something here. Got a special guest that's going to be joining me. I'm really amped and excited about that, as you all can tell. So once again, please, everybody you know and don't know, everybody that you like, that you love, that you just kind of okay with, folks you really ain't too crazy about, folks you can't stand, folks you hate, strangers, aliens, I don't even really give a damn. Tell them all to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show on the Geno Jones channel right here on YouTube. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch this and every episode. Coming up on the show, my guest, we're going to have a great conversation and see the video to the new song called Congratulations. Fella, remember Ruff Endz in the early 2000s? Man, they had the banger, the club banger, no more. No more shopping sprees. No more heifer. You are cut off. That was really one of my favorite songs. That was like an anthem for the brothers that, you know, if you had a girl that was really doing you wrong, that was the anthem. You would throw that on, you'd be singing to the top of your lungs, where they are still singing, and they got some new music, so we're going to talk about all of that. Speaking of new music, well. So Betty Wright had a song back in the day, Tonight is the Night. And tonight is the night. Officially, tonight is the night. Yes, Beyonce, the Queen Bee, is dropping that brand new 16-track, 16-cut album, Renaissance. Now, somebody leaked that full album out on social media on Wednesday morning. I didn't hear it yet because I didn't want to cheat. You know, it's coming out Friday. So Friday night, tonight, Friday night, technically, you know, like midnight, 12:01 will be technically Friday. And Renaissance, it will be out for you to go ahead and stream it and download the whole 9 yards. So I'm amped. So I don't know if you've seen the album cover. So Miss Beyonce, she got a hell of a trainer. And I don't know if she's cooking or she's got, I don't know if she got a chef or she's cooking or maybe Jay is cooking. But from the looks of that picture of her sitting on that horse, she's eating healthy. She got a great trainer. She's working out. And yeah, she's sitting on this horse. It looks like it's like this, I don't know, kind of like invisible horse. Kind of see through the horse. And speaking of see through, you can virtually see everything through this. I'm assuming this is like a very thin bikini. You know, that let's put it, it is certain parts of her anatomy are strategically covered. Barely. Hey, she good with it, Jay good with it. I ain't got nothing else to say. But don't forget, tonight is the night for all the Beehive, all the Beyonce fans. Well, so I guess some of y'all was part of it. I don't know who leaked it early. But officially, tonight is the night for the release of Renaissance. So hey, listen, shout out to everybody in Philly. So if you are in Philly and you happen to see Jennifer Hudson and Common, like having a meal, you're like, man, is that, they look kind of cozy. Is that Jennifer Hudson and Common? What they doing in Philly? Well, first of all, they are shooting a brand new movie in Philadelphia. In case you didn't know, that movie is going to be called Breathe. All right, like Breathe. So they're shooting this movie, and apparently they were having a meal. I don't know if it was lunch or dinner or breakfast, but come on now, you know the internet, you know folks, come on. Folks are gonna talk. Black Twitter, and just everybody else, folks are talking. They're like, hey, wait a minute, we saw Jennifer Hudson in Common. Is Common, who's he dating now? I know, because, and shout out to the south side of Chicago, both are Chicago natives. Jennifer Hudson, repping the south side of Chicago. She is a alma mater. Let's put it this way. We both are alma maters of the same high school, Paul Lawrence Dunbar Vocational High School, south side of Chicago, 30th and King Drive. Of course, my man, Lonnie Rashid Lynn. Oh, that's Common's real name. You didn't know that? Yeah, Lonnie Rashid Lynn. Lonnie Lynn Jr. From the south side, south suburbs. He went to Luther South High School doing his thing. Now, you know, as Common as he know how to pick them, folks. Now, the internet is so cold-blooded because basically the internet's saying, Jennifer, run, girl. Jennifer Hudson, run, girl. Common, he done went through them like water. He done went see Serena Williams. Let's see who we got. Tiffany Haddish. That was his last girlfriend, they say. And then Angela Rye, TV commentator. Then, you know, him and Serena, they were dating for a while. And Erykah Badu, just to name a few. I ain't mad at you. Common, do you, my brother? Do you? So we'll keep you posted. And I'm waiting to see this movie. So as soon as we get a release date, I'll share that with you. Try to get on Jennifer. Come on the show, cuz. Come on, Jennifer. And Common, you too, brother. All right. Happy birthday today. If you're celebrating a birthday, July 27th, happy birthday to rapper from back in the day, Afro Man. He had to cut Because I Get High. Afro Man is 48 today. And Soulja Boy, tell him. He's also from Chicago. Soulja Boy, which I did not know. I had to confess, you know, prepping for the show. I'm like, okay, Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is 32. So let me bring my guest on, ladies and gentlemen. So my guest released one of my favorite throwback club bangers and videos back in 2000. A song called No More. No more shopping sprees. No more late night. Like I said, it was the anthem for all the brothers that had a woman that was doing them wrong. That wasn't me, but I dug, just in case somebody I was dating. I said, man, all right, you go ahead. All right, mess up if you want to. I'm going to be singing the song, No More. And then they came out with Someone to Love, which is a ballad, which I absolutely loved in 2002. Well, these brothers are back at it with a brand new song and a new video that I really like. Oh, it's got the vibe and the story and the plot. So I can't wait for them to tell you about it. So listen, I'm gonna stop talking about it. Let's be about it. You see them on the screen, rocking and looking good, doing their thing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to you my man David and Dante, David Chance and Dante Jordan, AKA Ruff Endz. My brothers, thank you for joining me. I've been looking forward to doing this, having this conversation since we locked it up and confirmed it last week. So let me first say congratulations on congratulations. I am totally feeling the song, the video, the plot. So first of all, welcome, man. And what's been going on outside of working with your music? What's been going on with you brothers?
Man, appreciate you for first of all having us on.
Thank you.
Excited to be on the it's platforms like yours that are keeping brands like us alive, man. Being able to reach our fans, man. So just definitely got to give it back to you, Geno, for real, for having us, man. So we're excited, bro. We got a lot going on tour. Of course, you know, the new album, the new single that we're excited about. This album is just, again, it just speaks to where we are as a brand. It's the rebirth of us coming back to the game. We still got a lot to say, a lot of stories to tell. As writers, you know what I mean? We've got a lot of life now, you know what I mean? We've lived, you know what I mean? Down, people done died, you know what I mean? So we got a lot of content for a lot of more albums and for the Ruff Endz catalog, as I like to say.
So David, you want to jump in? I mean, Dante, you want to jump in there, bro?
And
let me just say this, David, man, my man is Dante killing them with his hat game is on 10.
Yeah,
his hat game was on 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. His hat game was on 10 and a half.
Hat game on 10.
On 10, bro. On 10.
And 10.
With the inside of the brim matching the core of the flag. I said, man, Dante, your hat game was on 10, bro. So I just want to
got the Moors flag hanging back there. Shout out to the Moors.
Yeah.
Love y'all, man.
Yeah.
So definitely, like my brother said, definitely very excited about this new album we got called Rebirth, about this new single. Congratulations, the new video starring one of our mentors since we were teenagers, Scola De Niro from Drew Hill. A bunch of dates coming up, stuff from here. So we got stuff overseas and UK. So we're very excited, man. Very excited.
So listen, let me just jump in because doing my homework, I learned something that I didn't initially know. Now I know you brothers are repping the BMO and everything, the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
So folks think of Baltimore. Of course, you're thinking about Drew Hill. Now I did some homework. So there's a very interesting story that's not necessarily music related between you guys and Drew Hill. So I'm gonna let y'all tell. So did you all work together, work at the same place way back in the day?
Yeah. We actually worked there first. I'm like Soldier Boy on that. We did it first, Soldier Boy.
So anyway, where were you guys working at again? What kind of place was it?
It's called a fudgery.
Okay. So
it's called a fudgery. So it's like
fudge and stuff.
Think like the Keebler Elves.
Oh, what?
Think like the Keebler Elves.
Man.
We literally sung all day. It was one of those jobs that helped me get the butterflies out. I used to get butterflies real bad before I sung. You ain't had time to get butterflies there. The front of the store was actually like a stage. You just walk up to these brass bars. They had tables. They had the pots in the back where we made the fudge at. Pour it onto the big slab marble table and cool down. When one cooling down, we starting the show. Every time we make the fudge, it's a show. We ring this bell and go, what time is it? And everybody in the shop real loud go, it's fudge time.
I love it. Y'all still remember that?
Man, it was training. Yeah. It was training. It was one of those jobs you had to grind because it was constantly busy. You constantly singing, you constantly moving around, selling fudge and talking to the crowd. But you didn't have time to be shy. It's like you ain't had time to have butterflies. It was one of those things I felt like that really got us ready for the big stage because it was priceless. It was priceless experience. It was priceless. You know what I mean? Singing all day, literally. Just changing songs and making them out songs and singing them all day. Like, ridiculous.
You know what's funny? I just wanted to kind of piggyback on what you were saying, Dante and David. Man, isn't it amazing, man, how God can be preparing you for your destiny and you don't even know it. At the time, I'm sure you guys probably didn't think about it. But once you guys made it, did you reflect back and say, man, God was prepping us for this journey and we didn't even know it.
I'm gonna let the PK answer.
Okay, all right, we got the preacher's kid. Come on.
I'm gonna let the PK answer this.
Come on, David.
I see you all, it didn't sound like something I said 1,000 times.
Wow.
You're getting revelation over there. Don't get them started. Don't get them started, Jones.
They don't get them started.
Don't get them started.
That's okay. My mom's was watching. She'll say, my son need the Lord, so go ahead and preach to him.
There's nothing wrong with having the understanding. We might not be like our parents, but we have insight, which has helped us. When you have a purpose and a purposeful insight, when you realize that there's somebody else ordering my steps. Once that hits you, move different.
Yes.
You move different, right?
People that don't acknowledge the creator, you're moving without, you're moving without that connection. Yep. So, to each his own, but for somebody like myself, this is why I move the way I move and do what I do. And I see the world the way I see it because of that foundation. I think it's impacted both of the whole group. Dante's been at my house. He's been around my family, So
mother and father, evangelists, travel the world. They know about his father in places where he was weeding out the fake preachers. Like that kind of situation. No, seriously, like, oh, Father Chance here? Oh,
let me straighten up.
Like, yeah, right. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, no exaggeration. Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. Because you guys, so how long have you guys known each other? Did you guys meet in like grade school, high school, and how? Because now originally, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys were a quartet, and then the two of you all kind of branched off and did your own thing. Talk about that.
Right. Um, man, we started out. I think no, I know for sure when I first met David, we were like kids, because his family's alley, my alley, was backed up to each other.
There you go.
So to stay off of the main street, which was crazy in our neighborhood, a lot of us would play in the back alley,
Yeah.
flipping on pissy mattresses. We had a crate
Come on now.
basketball.
Come on.
We had the crate put up for the basketball goal in the
Right? Come
back.
on, dude.
Like,
Right? We
you know
had
what I mean?
all that
So
in
to stay off
Chicago.
the main street, people peeling up the street, people shooting, fighting, all this crazy stuff. So when we got older and I saw David in high school, I'm like, I know him. That's the family. That's the church family. He one of the church boys from around the corner. But when I saw him, he was singing, and I was just coming back in school because I was running the streets. I was in the streets, in the streets, in the streets. So when I saw David, I'm like, Dad, he was doing his thing. He was putting the guys on their notes. You sing this note, you sing this. He was working on harmonies and stuff. And I'm like, that's dope. And he asked me if I could sing. I started singing. And we almost instantly started writing because they were writing and working on a song. I came in and almost kind of started helping them write the song, and that was that spark. And over the years, like you said, we kind of, I'm not gonna say we weeded them out. They kind of weeded out themselves because they had different needs and wants.
Yeah.
One guy, his family, he wanted to sing secular music. David went through it too. David's mother and father are pastors, so he went through it.
Oh God.
But it was like, he pushed ahead, and when we got to a certain point, I think his parents even saw like he was still doing God's work. It's more people listening to secular music than I think is listening to gospel music. So I feel like you can reach just as many people, as long as your message is true, as long as your message is, because we don't really sing about a lot of bumping and crazy and girl bust it open and throw it back. And, you know what I'm saying? It's like our last album was rated P for positive. So that speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Look, this day and age, you got preachers that saying out there saying crazy stuff. So
doing it. Forget saying it, doing it.
Man. So I really, really felt like in my heart of hearts, especially David's father, because he was a straight up whole life, read the Bible every day type, no secular music type preacher. I think he even saw like we were reaching people because we really push love. We push families. We push the whole, man and a woman family. Everybody else is pushing their agenda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So our agenda is about love of the family, because I support and love kids. I know man and woman make kids and raise good families. So that's what we push. That's our objective. That's our narrative.
So David, how did you get like your mom and your dad, like being a PK, and Dante said your dad was like old school. So how did you eventually win them over outside of, Dante, I think you made an important point that they saw you were reaching folks because, the folks in the church supposedly are saved. So if you're trying to reach the sinners, well, you can reach them in church too. That's another story.
Yeah, that's another story.
But some might argue you got more inside than outside. But in theory, you're trying to reach the folks outside of the church. That's your largest audience. So was that part of it, or how did they come to peace and they saw that this was your purpose and you had a passion for it, or what?
Well, first of all, I was told growing up that I was going to do music, and I was going to the world with my music.
Okay.
Like I grew up hearing that before I could sing. You understand? So that's how my parents roll like that. So actually, somebody prophesied to them and told them they was going to have 10 children, and they were all going to do music and blah blah blah. So my whole family does music. You know what I mean? So for me,
is it 10 of y'all? You got 9 brothers and sisters?
6 boys, 4 girls.
What?
10.
Wait, hold on. I got to stop. Real talk. Somebody literally spoke that into existence, or spoke that to your mom and dad. Wow. That's amazing.
Yes.
Let me give you even more. They gave us the names.
What?
before they had kids.
Wow.
They told them they was gonna get married and XYZ. This will be a whole nother. If I tell you of even how like this will be a whole only service right now.
Not even from here though, Geno.
Really?
Not even from here.
The reason why I'm here is because my dad ministered at a church here in America, and because of what God, the oil that was on that brother, they sent for his whole family, and that's why I'm here in the States right now.
Wow. So where are these people at now? Are they living?
Who are you talking about?
The people that prophesied to your mom and dad that they was gonna have 10 kids and everybody was gonna be in music.
These people were in Guyana at the time, so we don't.
Y'all know where they at?
We don't know.
Well, we need to do a Google search because I'm trying to win that.
Geno's trying to find them.
Wait, I'm trying to win that $1 billion for that mega million. So if they prophesizing like that, hopefully they can prophesize these numbers so I can win.
That's a good one.
Oh man, listen, all jokes aside, so that is amazing. So let's talk about Renaissance. How much writing and producing did you guys do on it? And just tell us the story behind the album. Then we got to go to the single, the video, which I'm going to play at the end of the show. Congratulations, because I'm the vibe I am totally feeling. So tell us about it.
So Rebirth is the name of this new album. Shout out to Claude Valenti over at SRG Universal and Raphael. They were really instrumental in helping get us in gear. Claude Valenti, who's the CEO over there, he actually came up with the name of the album, Rebirth. And it was in light of us coming out of the pandemic phase, us coming out of this phase where Baltimore was rioting, it had an uprising because of Freddie Gray. And it was like the reemergence of us really getting back to us, who's really Dave and Brown. Like that was our name before Ruff Endz.
Really?
Dave and Charlie Brown.
Okay.
I grew up with the name Charlie Brown. So Dave and Brown was our, we went back in that bag and we went back writing. We like, bro, we got to get back to this. And we started, healing our friendship at the same time, healing wounds that, that this journey through this industry left on the group, like it leaves on a lot of other groups, and realizing that we were stronger together than apart and made this album, Rebirth. So I feel like, put it like this, a lot of people lose a lot of quality and substance because they don't go through like what we went through, A&R. We had an A&R that made sure we was right for 2 years before we came out. We was ready to come out soon as we got signed.
Okay. We
were going crazy for those 2 years, but they made sure we was talking right, made sure we was, I used to put my hands in my face a lot on interviews. I used to say, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying, yeah, I mean, all the time. Like, I know.
See, that's family. That's family, Dante.
I still say it.
That's how I know y'all family. That's like brothers. See, that's family right there.
Right. But definitely, I'm gonna definitely say this album embodies a group that knows the difference between having media training and not, having an A&R and not. It's not going on the album if it's not meeting certain qualifications. Forget we need this, we need that. Doesn't meet our qualifications that we know is a hot R&B song. Is it gonna meet the qualifications of our fans? We feel like are we living up to the Ruff Endz brand? So I feel like this is an album that people really should dig into. I mean, you could, play it for yourself. Tell me what you think. Every week I had a new favorite song on the album. So this is definitely something we're very proud and passionate about. And I'm just as excited about this album as the first.
So tell me, how much did you all contribute? How many songs did you write? Did you guys produce it all on it or what?
So the whole album is produced by yours truly.
Okay.
Couple credits on here. Me and my brother right here wrote the whole album. Of course, we got features like Crazy Bone and we got a few other maybe 1 or 2 writers on this project on the Rebirth, but 90-something% of the album is written by me and my brother. And we're excited about, really giving the fans, they're really speaking from our heart. A lot of stuff we did before was other writers, and we
Yes.
were growing. You know what I mean? We were learning and developing. And this is the first album that is really our artistry from our heart and soul. You know, it is
I love it.
our creation, if you will. You know what I mean? So we're excited about that. And the new single, like you said, congratulations, is just
Well, hold
I
on.
think
Do me a favor. Do me a favor, David. Before that, because I think this is so important for people that's watching, folks that are in the industry, and maybe the young brothers and sisters trying to come up in the industry. Or I think the question that I'm going to ask you, it will apply not just to people in the industry, but for life. Now, you guys been in the game, celebrated 20 years, 20 plus years, still relevant in the game. I want to speak to what was the key to you all being relevant here. I just got to go ahead and click something. But also, it's like a two-parter. That whole journey, because you all talked about, you guys had to, heal some things personally, between yourselves. And this industry is crazy. It builds you up to tear you apart. And that's real talk. What was the most important lesson or lessons that you guys learned through that journey, I guess, professionally with how the industry is and personally?
Yeah, we both can answer that one. Definitely to learn myself, pay attention and learn myself more. It's like we came from our 20s right out into the world with no, we learn how to be men on the road. We learn how to be, certain type of men on the road. Before we came on the road, we spent a lot of that time trying to make it, doing stuff. We, as far as those life skills that we should have been learning in between, we learned it on the fly.
Yeah.
So I think at the same time, that time and that rest or whatever you want to call it was necessary to become men, to learn what it's like to be a father full time, to do other things other than music that would teach us other things, other life lessons. I learned to listen more. I learned to speak my mind more. I learned to do more due diligence when it comes to things and not just leave it up to people, to actually check. I was just fixing something in my car and paying somebody to fix and change this and change that. And then something told me, let me go on the University of YouTube and just take a look. When I saw how easy it was, I was like, I told my friend, I said, look, I got to get back to those ways that I know that helps me and makes me better. Those little, we got formulas. A lot of us got formulas that we know that work. And it's like we stopped doing it for whatever reason, or we put it to the side. But I know that doing the due diligence alone is a truth to myself. Like, you're a smart guy, you're a capable guy. Just go the extra mile a little bit more and get it done like this. I love it. We definitely learned a lot, man. We definitely learned a lot.
What about you, David?
Good question, because I got lost when we were talking about
What was the most important thing, this whole journey, coming on out of the other side? Because like I said, you guys celebrated 20 years in the game. And it's hard to stay relevant. So, what's like the most important lesson that you learned, not just in terms of the music game, but just in life in general, that maybe you learned just going through this journey in the music game?
For me, the most important thing I've learned was to look within. You know what I mean? Because in this industry, it's so much competition. You know what I mean? It's competitive. And from a creative standpoint, like people always say, your best asset in the world is being yourself, because there's no other you. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
And that is both professionally as Ruff Endz and just even in my personal life. That principle can go both. You know what I mean? So once I began to look in the mirror and learn that, because I'm in the beginning, you trying to. I'm a young kid from around the way. You know what I mean? So I can't believe that I'm on TV. I'm like, yo, they actually buying this. They need me, yo. You know what I mean? Like, for real? Dang, you know what I mean? So
right. Humbleness, man. Humbleness.
I'm not thinking about whatever. I'm trying to keep up and make sure I please Sony. That's what's on my mind. Make sure I give them, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Whatever you should do, that's what a lot of that's the environment. So you're like trying, you know what I mean? But all along, and in doing that, sometimes you lose looking within, trying to keep up with the Jones.
Lose yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times the labels be like, we need a record, we need that new John B record, or that new Donnell Jones, or that new, we need a record like Next, or we need that kind of. And so when everybody is saying that, you begin to follow. You know what I mean? If that's an environment, not many few artists come out the gate being who themselves. Kudos to artists like Erykah Badu and Common, and artists that came out the gate themselves.
D'Angelo, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Artists, a lot of neo soul artists do that. You know what I mean? So for us, it was just like, I think growing, and we've learned so much now. Now, I think the lesson that we've learned, the stories, all of the heartaches, the pains, the joys, the tears, all of that now is gonna become, like I said, the soundtrack of so many more projects to come. So we definitely want y'all to stay tuned and stay locked to our social media, @official Ruff Endz, @official Ruff Endz on Facebook, and on Twitter, the real Ruff Endz on Twitter. Stay locked because we got a lot more to come. We're actually breaking into the side as well. So I'm doing film. I shoot movies, short films. I'm doing music video. I actually shot, my production company produced the congratulations video. My son is actually the director of photography on there.
I love it.
And my DC Coles directed the video. So yeah, I mean, we moving into the film world. So you're gonna be definitely seeing my brother Dante.
And hear me too, doing voiceovers.
All right. I love it. He got the voice for it. Absolutely. Well, listen, David, I didn't mean to cut you off. Before I lose your live shot, but I thought that was so important, and I appreciate you all sharing your journey, because I think that really is going to touch and connect with a lot of people, because I can relate. I think a lot of us, I can relate to your journey on my side of the game. But before we get out of here, before I lose this live shot, let's talk about congratulations, because like I said, the song, the video, and the whole storyline and the plot, man. Talk about that real quick. We got a couple minutes left.
Well, as an R&B artist, we have a responsibility to put content out, not just any content. The content is meant to be the soundtrack to people's lives. So to us, it's about filling in the blanks. The responsibility is filling in the blanks. You have how many birthday songs? You have how many songs about love? You have, I don't know how many 100,000 songs about love. You got a bunch of songs about breakup, but you don't have many songs about separation. A separation is different from a breakup. Y'all agree to disagree. It's not like, oh, you wasn't right, I wasn't right for me, and you are low down dirty, and you are scum, da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a lot of people that's good people that's just not right for each other. That's just facts. It's like, you ain't a low down dirty, you ain't a filthy whatever, just because y'all wasn't right for each other. Y'all just made a bad decision. Or y'all seen what y'all thought, y'all ain't seeing the person that didn't work out for whatever reason. So congratulations is about separating. I realized you wasn't good for me. You realize I wasn't good for you, and you're moving on. I see you moving on, and I'm happy for you, and I'm congratulating you. I know it might even sound funny or feel weird, but your other exes, they was hating. Baby, I'm congratulating, just like the first line of the song say. So for us, we are feel like, we're doing our part as far as filling in the blanks for songs like congratulations, because you got a lot of good people that are just not right for each other, But as adults, we got to know how to accept it.
Come on now.
And move on.
Yes.
Yes. And that's what congratulations is about. You should be able to put on a song to express how you feel. There's not a lot of those. Make the girl a mixtape and send it to her. We getting songs back to that point. You know what I'm saying? Listen to this Ruff Endz song, congratulations.
I love it. And let me just piggyback. I got about 30 seconds. I want to piggyback on that message. Man, Dante, you hit it. Here's my attitude. And I've actually I told Damaris, I've told my wife, this is how much I love you. If you wake up one day and realize that I can't give you what you need, or you feel that you'll be happier with somebody else than you would me. That's how much at the end of the day, I want you to be happy. Even if that means if you're not with, if you're without me, if that's what's going to give you the ultimate happiness, that's what I want for you. Because
you sound like a grown man, Geno. You sound like a grown man.
That's just real talk.
That's real love.
Yeah, come on.
That's real love. That's real love.
They say if you really love something, you don't squeeze it,
You let
you
it
set it free. Because if it's meant for you, if it's meant to be, it's gonna come right back. David Devontae, Ruff Endz. Man, may God continue to bless and have favor. Look, you have a permanent home right here on the Geno Jones Show. So come on back when you release your next singles and videos. Matter of fact, we just lost that live shot. Let me come on back on camera. But I want to thank those brothers. We had a great conversation to Ruff Endz. Hey, listen, thanks for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out in Los Angeles. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. Please subscribe, share, like, and binge watch this and every episode. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. Check him out on Instagram, Kel B Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones, the drip director. She is the wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her out on Instagram, LX, like Lexi. LX is an extra, dot N as in Nancy, C as in Charlie, L, and then underscore that little dash. So it's LX.NCL underscore, little dash at the bottom. I want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, I want to thank my brothers David Chance and Dante Jordan, a.k.a. Ruff Endz. I love each and every one of you. Mother, you know I love you more than life itself. Thank you, my #1 fan and my executive producer. She's watching. I see all your comments and posts in my live chat. If you got a question, you want to comment, got something to say, feel free when I'm on camera live. You can post your comments, questions, or whatever you got to say in my live chat room. Shout out to my brother Groove Master Dre. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Friday, tomorrow, if you're watching me live, and if not, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, tonight, midnight, Beyonce's officially, tonight is the night for her brand new album to officially be released, Renaissance. Now, some of y'all may already heard it. It was leaked on social media, so, some of y'all just can't help yourself. All right, I'm going to leave you today with the brand new single from Ruff Endz's latest album. You heard them talk about it. It's called Rebirth. This song is called Congratulations. Thank you for watching. I will see you live Friday, July 29th. No, yeah, July 28th, tomorrow, right? Yeah. No, tomorrow's the 29th. Yes, 29th, July 29th. I'll see you Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Let's check out this new video, new song from Ruff Endz. Congratulations. It's heavy. Check it out.
So
that's what we doing now?
You know what?
what's up, bro? How you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Just wanted to congratulate you both. Wish you the best, man.
Appreciate it.
Gotta go, bro. So take care, man. Take care.
I see you moving on my
my congratulations. We gave up holding on, the train has left the station. We're moving on. We're moving on. Moving on. Oh yeah. All your exes, they was hating. Baby, I'm congratulating. Baby, our love is fading. Girl, it's time we didn't make it. We both agreed just to walk away. There was too much confrontation. Lonely nights, lonely days. Too much arguing, debating. And now I found the right woman, and you found the right man. We was arguing for nothing. This was part of God's plan. It's really good to see your face. And I really wanna say I see you moving on. My congratulations. We gave up holding on, the train has left the station. We're moving on. We're moving on. Moving on.
Glad you got what you've been looking for.
Glad you got what you need.
Glad you got your night is shining on.
Even if it wasn't me,
I'm glad you made
the best of life.
wishing you God.
Wishing you
I
guys.
wish you well on your endeavors. I'm hoping you succeed. Girl, I can't even say I'm feeling some sort of way when I saw you in your white dress.
Beautiful bouquet found out while on the gram today.
Your dad was giving you away.
Moving on, my congratulations. We gave up holding on, the train has left the
Train,
station.
train has left the station.
Moving on. Some people are not meant to be together. And sometimes some people are not meant to stay. And sometimes hearts can turn cold like the dead of winter. And sometimes life teaches you to let go and move, and move, and move, so we're moving on, moving on, moving on. I see you moving on, my congratulations.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.